I identify myself as a backbencher. When I was 15, 10th grade, first year we did a revenue of around 1.34 crores with a net profit of 28 lakhs.
How was your experience of going to Shark Tank? Like,
If I had the chance, I would go again just for the marketing.
savage movement. Did you aim for any particular shark?
Time, so we raised on Shark Tank 30 lakhs for 5%. So that was a 6 crore valuation. And by the time Shark Tank got aired, we were doing 6 crore revenue.
You mentioned that it was not a good experience for funding. हेलो एवरीवन। आज के हमारे गेस्ट इस बात का प्रूफ हैं कि बहुत बार बैक बेंचर्स वो चीज कर लेते हैं जो फ्रंट बेंचर्स इतना पढ़कर भी नहीं कर पाते। टुडे वी आर डाइविंग इन द वर्ल्ड ऑफ एडटेक with a very special guest, a 10th grade dropout who turned into a startup founder, who's making waves in the learning space with his startup OLL. So grab your favorite cup of tea and let's get started. Hello, Bhaiya, how are you?
I am doing very well. How are you, Aditi?
I'm also nice. So, could you please tell us how did everything kind of start?
Sure. So I started OLL when I was 15 years old in the 10th grade. And that time until now, I identify myself as a backbencher. मुझे कभी भी जो बोर्ड पे टीचर पढ़ाती थी या थियोरेटिकली जो लोग पढ़ाते हैं, I still never understand the value of that and the way we are assessed on our theory. आप कितना मगअप कर पा रहे हो उस पे असेसमेंट हो रहा है हमारे सिस्टम में. So that's why I started OLL to for kids like me who want to explore from apart from the limited subjects and want to explore practically. So this was the entire goal, and we started this when I was 15, 10th grade. First year we did a revenue of around 1.34 crores with a net profit of 28 lakhs. Then within 3 years, I was featured on Shark Tank India as the youngest founder on season 2 and got funded by Piyush and Vinita. And now OLL is teaching over 50,000 kids on a daily basis across India, practically hands on, latest in real life skills that they need in today's day. So, yeah, that's a bit about us.
How did you do so much of growth in just a year?
It's not a year, it's actually 5 years. I'm 20 years old right now. So, it took 5 years to reach where I am today, but I still feel I am just 0.0002% in my journey. So, I have a lot of time to go.
1 billion learners, right?
Yes.
So, as a 10th grade dropout, what's one thing that you have learned outside of school that you think that schools can't really teach?
I think schools have the capacity to teach it, but the assessment is something that we are lacking on. So we are assessing the kids, we are assessing us on the way we are able to remember it. That is the wrong assessment. I think we should change the assessment, and the marks we give should be on basis of how we can use it in our life. So
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
can shift that, then the entire system is in our game.
If you could give your younger self one piece of advice that your teachers won't probably agree with, what would it be?
I would say that spend more time doing what you really love and less time doing what you don't love. So if you really really love it, then go all in, put all your bets, focus on that one thing 100%, and then you'll see how it works out.
चलो आज फिर स्कूल की सारी किताबें जला देती हूँ मैं।
Nee, I'm saying do what you love. So if you love to learn and read through readings, then that's something that you love.
And
Yeah.
don't do what you don't love, so I'll burn all of them. सो अब जो मैं क्वेश्चन पूछने जा रही हूँ, मुझे पता है आप इसका जवाब देते देते थक गए होंगे, पर व्यूज का भूखा कौन नहीं है आफ्टर ऑल। हाउ वाज योर एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ गोइंग टू शार्क टैंक लाइक?
So it was honestly saying a very very fantastic experience to get aired. जो marketing आपको उधर मिलता है, I don't think you'll get anywhere else, because people relate with the founder, people relate with the brand. So it's a
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
very fantastic experience. And honestly telling you, if I had the chance, I would go again just for the marketing, not for the funding. तो अगर आप मार्केटिंग के लिए जा रहे हो तो डेफिनेटली गो देयर, इट्स अ वेरी वेरी गुड प्लेटफॉर्म. लोग आपको पहचानने लग जाते हैं. तो बिफोर आई वेंट ऑन
हम्म।
शार्क टैंक, यू नो, माय रिलेटिव्स, लाइक माय नानी यूज्ड टू से पढ़ाई कर ले, क्या कर रहा है, यू नो, ये सब बिजनेस बिजनेस कर सकता है, बाद में पढ़ाई खत्म नहीं कर पाएगा. So then after I aired on Shark Tank, for the first time in her entire life, she said, "I'm proud of you, beta." And she shared that link on every WhatsApp group to all her friends. In like, she gave me a grandson. So
Wow.
that feeling is another level, you know, when the people, my school, which didn't allow me to come back in 11th grade because my marks were less, invited me as a chief guest to talk. So these things don't happen on a normal day if you follow the normal path.
Savage moment.
Yeah.
औकात दिखा दी स्कूल को।
नहीं नहीं, school is very high औकात, but yeah,
बट स्टिल थोड़ा तो हुआ है ये।
right.
How did your appearance on Shark Tank impact your business?
So it becomes a very founder-led business. So as you know me personally, uh, you would feel like, okay, मैं श्रेयान का product use कर रहा हूँ. You know, when the students use the product,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, हाँ, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है क्योंकि मैं श्रेयान भैया का प्रोडक्ट यूज कर रहा हूँ. तो then that they start relating with the brand as in Shreyan, and then the OLL का business drives through it. So the story एक आ जाता है कि हाँ, एक 15 साल का बच्चा स्कूल से, you know, बाहर आके ही शार्क टैंक पे गया, and he got funding, and now he is becoming an example for others. So that story becomes what people sell.
Okay. So like making your personal brand more better.
Yeah, so the brand, the personal story अब establish हो गया, and that drives the sale, so it does grow your sale at a very large. So by the time, so we raised on Shark Tank 30 lakhs for 5%, so that was a 6 crore valuation. And by the time Shark Tank got aired, we were doing 6 crore revenue.
You mentioned that it was not a good experience for funding. Why is that so?
So that's what I said. It takes a lot of time for them to come back to you. So you, by the time the company grows at a very large scale, so you should focus on, you know, helping your company grow faster and faster. For that, you need funds at that immediate moment or immediate time. वो check दे देते हैं, but फिर वो बस soft commitment होता है. It, if that was
Okay.
a real check, it would have really boosted your thing very high.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So जब आप गए थे, did you aim for any particular shark कि इन्हें फंसाना है या फिर is it कि कोई भी चल जाएगा?
No, so I had gone for Piyush and Aman. That was the
Okay.
target, like, because they really resonate with my brand and me individually. However, I got Piyush and Vinita, which was also a very, very good.
Any interesting learning that you got from this whole experience?
No, it was very good. I mean, the main part was the friends that I made. So every other Shark Tank featured founder became a friend of each other because they all had the same experience. So that network, that camaraderie is very very fantastic. We have a group of all 600 people, and we chat on a regular basis. So it's a very fun group. Yeah.
So now the people you got funded from वो आपकी help करते हैं really?
No, so we didn't take the funding. I told you, right? तो फिर वो उसके पता नहीं वो बाकी को help कर रहे हैं नहीं, but we didn't take the funding.
Why?
As I told you, the time period बहुत लंबा होता है. तो by the time we were doing 6 crore revenue, हमारा वैल्यूएशन उन लोग ने जो दिया था वो 6 करोड़ था. तो वो मैच ही नहीं हो पा रहा
Okay,
था.
okay, वो बढ़ गया that's why. Okay.
Exactly.
Any advice you would give to aspiring entrepreneurs listening to this podcast?
So the biggest advice that I would give is start right now. किसी का वेट मत करो कि मैं कॉलेज के बाद चालू करूंगी, या पहले स्कूल तो खत्म होने दो, या, you know, एग्जाम्स के बाद, दिवाली के बाद, हॉलीडे सीजन के बाद, ऐसा ये वी ट्राई टू प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट आवरसेल्व्स, एंड देन बाय द टाइम वो बात करेंगे, हमारे कॉलेज हो जाएगा, शादी हो जाएगी, बच्चे हो जाएंगे, घर बस जाएगा, लोन पे लोन आते जाएंगे, एंड वी वोंट इवन रियलाइज विल बी 60 years old, एंड देन बाद में we'll see. So the best time to start in today's date is right now, because if you are in school, you don't have those many responsibilities. You're not responsible for your parents' income, you're not responsible for your family's well being, health, everything. तो अगर वो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं है तो उतना ही ज्यादा रिस्क लेना चाहिए. So you should take the risk, take the plunge, start up right now, and let your balance sheet grow so well so that it beats your mark sheet as.
So you started earning at the age of 9 or 10
Yeah,
when you sold paintings.
right.
So how was that also like?
It was fantastic. So I knocked on 150 doors. 150 doors said no, painting nahi chahiye. 151st door said yes and bought the paintings for 9,000 rupees.
9,000.
Yeah. So
Wow.
वो बेचने का स्किल आना चाहिए, और वो नेवर गिव अप एटीट्यूड, हर एक डोर पे नॉक करना पड़े.
Oh, so it was door to door sale.
या यू कीप
Achha.
गोइंग डोर टू डोर एंड ट्राइंग टू सेल.
You also learned trading at such a young age. How did you learn? Like उस टाइम पे तो resources भी नहीं होते थे उतने.
नहीं थे, आई मीन आई सिंपली वेंट टू आई वेंट फॉर एन इंटर्नशिप इन समवन्स ऑफिस, एंड वहाँ पे उन्होंने मुझे पूरा फंडामेंटल रिसर्च समझाया. नॉट जस्ट ये शेयर प्राइस है ऊपर नीचे जा रहा है. I actually went and used the products for the D2C brands. अगर कोई ब्रांड था कि वो ITC था, तो मैं उसका चॉकलेट खाता था, उसका बिस्किट खाता था, टेस्ट करता था असली में टेस्टी है कि नहीं है. yippee नूडल्स टेस्ट करता था, नेस्ले का मैगी, मतलब आई वुड टेस्ट द एंटायर दिस थिंग. अगर कैफे कॉफी डे में इन्वेस्ट करना है तो उसके कॉफी शॉप में गए, हम लोग ने पूरा चेक किया, कितना उनसे बात किया, कितना सेल्स आ रहा है. फिर उसके बाद हमने बैलेंस शीट और प्रॉफिट लॉस स्टेटमेंट पढ़ा, और फिर उसके बाद कंपनी के प्रमोटर का लाइफ स्टोरी समझे कि वो कहाँ से था, किधर गया, क्या किया, उसका क्या फ्यूचर है. एंड देन I would go on and invest. So I really understand, and that really helped me because I've never made a loss in the stock market. And one stock which I invested in at 40 rupees went up to 2,000 rupees and I sold it. So
Oh,
that was the kind of
चांदी
value.
चांदी हो गई.
Yeah,
How was going to Joe stocks and other ऐसे prestigious stages like?
बहुत है. Honestly saying, I go to now. I have tried to avoid traveling because जितना वो airplane और ट्रेन में ट्रैवल टाइम वेस्ट होता है, उतना ज्यादा लाइफ में कहीं और ट्रैवल टाइम नहीं वेस्ट होता.
अब तो
तो
रोज का हो गया.
last year I did 168 trips out of 365 days.
My God.
So then I'm like, no, this year I can't do it. Only for work, not for talks. वर्क के लिए बुला रहे हो, मैं आऊंगा, बिजनेस करूंगा, आप मुझे बिजनेस होके मैं आऊंगा. और अगर आप बोलने के लिए बुला रहे हो, मैं नहीं आ रहा, मैं इधर से बोल दूंगा.
So how did you get the initial user base for OLL?
uh, Canva, Zoom, WhatsApp. So I made the poster on Canva. I created a Zoom link and I shared it on WhatsApp to all my friends. Bas.
आप ही पढ़ा रहे थे उसमें?
So initially we were teaching coding. So coding first few batches I took, and then after that we hired interns to teach the same.
How
So
did you उन्हें विश्वास कैसे दिलाया that I am making something really big, please join me?
so interns ko
Yeah.
you pay them 3,000 rupees a month, 5,000 rupees a month. उन लोगों को कोई विश्वास का जरूरत नहीं.
अच्छा.
Initially, once you have a better uh, clarity, since start I had clarity I wanted to build this. So उसी से then the जो intern थी uh, वो ही फिर मेरी ऑपरेशंस एग्जीक्यूटिव बनी ओएलएल की, ऑपरेशंस हेड बनी, फिर को फाउंडर बनी एट ओएलएल. तो
वाह,
वो यू नो वो वाला लेवल ऑफ ग्रोथ था उनके लिए, बिकॉज दोज पीपल ओनली since the start they believe in the vision, they join you for that. So yeah.
who would you credit the most in your success?
So my parents, I think they are the biggest because I call them my biggest investors and my co-founders. तो अगर वो मुझे घर में रहने दिए, कपड़ा खाना पीना दिया, इतना यू नो स्कूल का फीस भरा, so it's my responsibility to grow up and pay back to them. So that's it.
घर छोड़ के भी चले गए थे ना आप?
Yes.
फिर
But
क्या क्या सोचा कि वापस आ जाते हैं?
नहीं, police found me 15 kilometers away from home, barefoot, कुछ भी नहीं था मेरे पास, सारा everything was gone. And then they found me and they called my parents, they brought me back home. फिर वहां से that was Feb 2020. April 2020 I launched OL.
प्लान क्या था, साधु वाधु बनने का?
Yeah,
अच्छा, रियली?
really.
Okay. So, would you like to say two lines for your parents who you credit the most for your success?
So I think thank you so much, mom and dad, for everything that has happened to me. It all goes to you.
Did you expect school में कि like अभी तो मैं बैक बेंचर हूँ पर कभी ऐसा दिन आएगा that I'll be on big stages?
I didn't specifically expect Shark Tank or big stages. However, since the seventh grade, मैं हमेशा लिखते गया कि मुझे क्या करना था, क्या करना था. So I always dreamt so big that it was almost impossible to achieve it in one lifetime. So I was clear कि हाँ लाइफ में कुछ बड़ा करना ही है, छोटा मोटा खेल के कुछ फायदा नहीं है. So yeah, I did expect, but I didn't expect this path. But I do know my goal, so I expect that.
अगर जैसे आपको आइडिया आया कोई बिलियन डॉलर बिजनेस आइडिया, जैसे रील्स बनाते हो आप, हाउ डू यू, आपको ये कैसे पता चलता है दैट दिस विल वर्क इन द रियल लाइफ, इस पे कुछ करना चाहिए?
I don't. Execution is what helps me. So if you read my bio, execution is worth
या
billions.
सो दैट।
आइडिया बिलियन डॉलर आइडिया बोलता हूँ, बट एक्चुअली तो वो बिलियन डॉलर एग्जीक्यूशन का होता है. सो देर आर ओवर हंड्रेड्स ऑफ पीपल who I meet on a daily basis and understand their ideas, their execution level, and I invest in them in my time, mentorship, money, whatever is required. And if they can execute that idea, I see them for a period of time and then I push them more. So uh, I the ideas आते तो है बहुत सारे, वही मेरा एक ही एग्जीक्यूशन ओएलएल है, बट बाकी सारे एग्जीक्यूट करने के लिए आई एम हेल्पिंग अदर पीपल एग्जीक्यूट इट. सो एग्जीक्यूशन इज व्हाट्स द रियल वर्थ. एंड वो एग्जीक्यूशन के वक्त जो जो प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं वो ही समझ में आता है कि अच्छा ये आइडिया का वायबिलिटी. उसके पहले तो बस वही है, आइडिया है.
हाँ, आप लिखते भी तो हो दैट इफ यू आर रेडी टू इम्प्लीमेंट इट आई विल इन्वेस्ट।
Correct. So I've already invested in around 25 kids uh, between the ages of 13 to 18
ओह,
in the last 1 month.
हाउ वाज स्किल टाइटन्स आल्सो?
Fantastic. It was the first time from coming in a TV show to get hosting a TV show. And we got our first lawsuit out there
ओह,
because पहले नाम स्किल टैंक था. तो सोनू आया कि आप टैंक वर्ड यूज नहीं कर सकते. तो
अच्छा ऐसा कुछ भी होता है?
यस, तो हमने पहले सोचा कि लड़ लेते हैं क्योंकि टैंक उनके बाप का नहीं है. तो एग्जैक्टली, सो first we thought we would fight, but then after that द नेक्स्ट डे वाज द शूट, तो जैसे ही नोटिस मिला उसके नेक्स्ट डे शूट था। तो हम लोग ने बोला लड़ने वड़ने में टाइम लग जाएगा, शूटिंग होने के बाद अगर नेगेटिव रिजल्ट आएगा तो पूरा शूट
दिक्कत हो
वेस्ट हो जाएगा।
जाएगी।
सो लेट्स चेंज द नेम, लेट्स कंटिन्यू रिकॉर्डिंग। सो ये पकड़ के अपन ने
तो एक दिन में कैसे हो गया? वो बैनर्स वगैरह तो बन गए होंगे ना स्किल
सब
टैग?
कुछ रीप्रिंट, सब कुछ
माय गॉड!
on the spot. It was the craziest day. And if you are doing a lawsuit, if you got a lawsuit, मतलब you're on the right path. तो हमें पहला lawsuit मिल गया है। अभी और
अचीवमेंट।
yes,
You also met a lot of founders, and what is one thing that you got from them?
I think the biggest thing is that everybody is super super uh, passionate about the problem that they are solving. अगर आप कुछ अगर आपका गोल टू स्टार्ट अ बिजनेस इज गेट रिच क्विक या इजी मनी या मनी इज द प्रायोरिटी इन योर नंबर वन थिंग, तो फिर आप गलत रास्ते पे हो, क्योंकि जब उस दिन आएगा जब पैसा नहीं आ रहा है आपके बैंक अकाउंट में, तब आप कंपनी छोड़ दोगे। तो जो उसका मोटिवेशन और द पर्पस और द इंटेंट ऑफ स्टार्टिंग द कंपनी शुड बी द पैशन टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम। वो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो गया तो सही।
You found your passion very early on in life. How can other people as well do this? Find their passion early.
एक्सप्लोर, जाओ, ढूंढो। मतलब यू हैव टू ट्राई सो मेनी थिंग्स बिफोर यू डिसाइड वन। तो आपको एक्सप्लोर करना बहुत जरूरी है। सो दैट्स व्हाई वी हेल्पिंग स्कूल स्टूडेंट्स एक्सप्लोर इन स्कूल so that they can find their passion.
So that brings us at the end of today's episode with Shreyaan Bhaiya. Who knew that revolutionizing education could come with such entertaining stories? If you enjoyed our chat, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your friends. Until next time, keep asking questions, stay curious, and remember learning should be as fun as a good cup of tea. Thank you so much.